time to actually say my last name correctly as Gritton. Most hosts see my name and then they want to show me how much Spanish they know, so they pronounce it Gritón, which is like cute but not correct, because when you say it that way in Spanish, it translates to the one who screams. Which is like incorrect but still accurate somehow. Yeah, Gritton's actually my ex-husband's last name. The only reason I kept it is because it was that and a toaster. Man, it's been all I got was a toaster. It was beautiful and multicolored, and a last name that allows me to catfish small credit unions on the phone. I have a very vegan voice. On the phone, it sounds like I've never missed a credit card payment in my life, but in actuality, I'm a 27-year-old dipshit with 13 credit cards. They will give you that many. No, it's been a weird week, folks. I just started seeing the first human being romantically. Yeah, about 13. That's 1, 2. It looks, if I'm going to be completely honest, more like a slinky, but it's about 13. No. I just started seeing the first human being romantically since I've been flirting with a Twitter Waffle House account. Say anything to that account, it will lust back after you. There's a force running that account. It makes you feel real good about your side profile. But I just started seeing a gentleman romantically. And we were sitting on my bed and we were talking about how we've had like a weird week and we're just feeling kind of aimless, and I hadn't eaten for like 2 days, and I don't have money for food and I don't have insurance for therapy, but what we did have a lot of was a whole mess of shrooms. So folks, we did psychedelics on a weekday at 3 p.m. Now, yeah, I know. I'm literally walking my childhood hero through a long day in my messy bitch life. Because they weren't the cute kind of shrooms. Like, they weren't like the ones that you normally see in psychedelics, like these guys. They were ground up and stuffed into a pill and concentrated, so they looked more medical. They were supposed to be easily dosed so that they're idiot-proof. But I'm a special kind of idiot. The friend that sold these to me specifically said, these are the dosages. You take 2 if you want to have a good time. You take 3 if you want to see God. And you take 4 if you want to be a hero. And I thought, well, I'm a fucking hero. So I took 6. I know. So cut to, I know, I'm sorry. Cut to, I'm crying on my bed because I think I'm Frankenstein and I hug too tight. Just sobbing. I'm like, I'm a monster and I love too much! I've only been seeing him for a few months, y'all. And he's doing shrooms like a champ. He's staring at my ceiling. He's talking about how the walls look like they're breathing. He's pointing out at my popcorn ceiling and trying to get me to calm down. And he's like, look, it's beautiful. Look at the patterns in your popcorn ceiling. Yeah, those guys, they're so pretty when you're taking way too much psychedelics for one human being. And I don't want him to know that my inner monologue is, do you think that's asbestos? It probably is. My building's from the 80s. I'm dying slowly. Eventually, after sitting and staring at my ceiling, as I'm desperately trying to get this human being to not think I'm insane. You make my apartment look so much nicer than it actually is. Like, if we were actually in my apartment right now, I've covered my window in beautiful film so I don't have to see how many dead squirrels are on an electric line outside my window. Oh, too dark for shrooms on a weekday? Oh, that's the line! That's Richard. I named him after my ex-roommate. I thought he'd last longer. I saw him on the power line the other day, and I was like, man, Richard, you flew too close to the sun. The sun is also still fully out as I'm having the psychedelic experience of my life. And we decide, we're ready to venture outside, which is mistake number 1. He also tells me he's not on shrooms anymore, which is mistake number 2. And we found some coupons for Chick-fil-A, and I had never been to a Chick-fil-A before because I'm bisexual, and Chick-fil-A's God only half hates me. So I figure we go outside, but that's a new experience, so that's mistake number 3. But off to the Chick-fil-A we go. So if anybody here has never been to a Chick-fil-A before, I learned that it's mostly employed by teenagers. Teenagers. Awkward, uncomfortable, uneasy teenagers. The perfect kind of energy to pair with a woman that is actively on shrooms. We go to order, and I think we go inside. We're not even in the safety of a car. A car would have been better. A car would have been, I was just talking to a magic box. I go inside and I look at an uncomfortable human in the eyes. And they're looking at me like they know I'm on shrooms. And I take every single question they ask about my order like I'm being quizzed. Where it's like spicy or regular, and it's like, what happens if I get it wrong? I can't handle any more of this interaction anymore, so I'm like, I'm gonna go wait for our order. And one of the awkward teenagers accidentally gave me my order twice, but I think I'm being set up for a sting. So she looks at me and she goes, "Are you sure this is your order?" And I go, and I run outside. Don't even get an answer out, I just take the food and I go. But then I realize I don't have the keys, so I just sit with the food next to a trash can, waiting for my date to come outside, who from his perspective was with a woman on shrooms who disappeared. Hey, that's a trash can that I made best friends with that night. Every time someone passed by, I said, "Hey, how's it going?" because I thought it would make me look more normal. I'm just sitting in a trash can, tweaked out of my nine, just like, "Hey, how's it going?" "Hey, how's it going?" "Oh, I said that to you twice, I'm sorry." He comes outside, he finds me, I think I'm in trouble, we get into the car. I start panicking because we don't have sauce packets, and I learned that that was very important to me enjoying my trip. Sends him running back inside. All he wants for me to do is dip a goddamn French fry into a sauce packet so I can have a good time. But it's like those parents at Disneyland that try and take photos with Mickey Mouse, but the kids are crying because they're scared of Mickey. But in my case, I'm scared of the sauce packet because it feels like a lot of pressure. It takes me 20 minutes to eat one waffle fry because I'm too aware that the fries were once a potato. I try to take a sip of a drink to calm down, and I start almost crying because I say, "Liquids feel like skin." Because I could feel it like touching my throat the whole way down. That's exactly the face I was making, and I don't know why we chose to park in a hotel parking lot where people on vacation was watching this. At one point, he looks at me and he takes my hands, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna get dumped. I'm fully about to get dumped." And he says, "I hate the sentence that's about to come out of my mouth, but please eat like a normal person." And I'm losing my shit over a potato, and then I say, almost crying, "I'm trying so hard to eat like a normal person!" Honest to God, going through this again with my childhood hero feels like the time I butt dialed my mom during a booty call. But eventually, I ate food like a normal person. I learned a lot of lessons. I learned that self-care is important, and I also learned, don't be a hero. And for the love of God, the waffle fry is actually very good when you're not actively losing your mind on psychedelics. Thank you so much, everyone.